Hey guys, welcome back. In the last review video, I mentioned that the Solunar app didn't have the weather forecast and radar and stuff that I like to use. So, check them out. This is what this video is. I'll go through the two main ones I use, Windy and the Weather Network. Yeah, if you have any questions, comments, have better apps that I could try out, I don't know. Let me know. Drop a comment. Sure to like and subscribe, and see you on the next adventure. If it's out there or in here or whatever. All right. Peace. All right, guys. So for my weather apps, I use two apps primarily. Main purpose for them is obviously to check my weather, current and look ahead, and to make sure of my water conditions. So wherever I'm going is either safe, or I could hunker down before the storm hits, or even plan my route according to weather, believe it or not. But we'll speak more of that in a sec. So the first app I use is the Weather Channel. Now there most likely is way better radar apps out there, whether from the government websites or other apps you use. Please comment down below. Let me know what you use. I would love to try them out, see what's better. There's also a lot to be said about that whole one-stop shop, but we talk about that in another review video further down the road. For the weather app, while it does do all your generic weather forecast, look-aheads, pressures, temperatures, wind, everything to some degree, the main purpose for me of using this app is the radar. What I do with the radar is I could check either past or future where the storms are going. So in this case, I'm on the back end of a storm. But when I'm doing big trips, such as when me and Forrest are crossing the east coast here of Georgian Bay, the east side, you could get hit by a storm, and the waves coming across, especially from the northwest across Georgian Bay, could be quite tedious to cross, almost impossible. So we watch the storms, and it gives us the ability to make a decision whether we could outrun a storm or whether we got to go inland to get away from it, or just stop for the evening and get the heck out of it. So that is the main benefit of this app for me. Everything else, sure, but other apps do that as well. The other app I primarily like to use is Windy. Now this is a really good app. I use the free version as always because I'm cheap as always, but this one obviously by GPS tells me where I am, gives me my temperatures, everything. We'll go into pro mode after, but the main reason I keep this app is for this wind map. Now this wind map, not only does it just tell me which direction the wind is going, I could also go and test the gusts and the rain if I needed to. All those options on the right there are available in pro mode. I could look forward a certain amount of days to see how the wind is, which comes in really handy for when I'm planning a trip. For instance, if I want to go and I decide today I'm going to cross Lake Simcoe to go up to Couchiching and fish, depending on the route, it could be a tedious run, or it could be planned properly and take 30 minutes instead of 2 hours. What I do is I click on Lake Simcoe, and it pulls up my wind speeds, my expected waves, and all the conditions for me to determine what the heck I'm going to do. In this case, I would be slightly trying to hug the left-west shore here as I get across. Another example of when this becomes really handy is when I'm trying to get over to this side over here for the trend to pick it up heading east, and I'm starting at the bottom here. If I'm getting a strong, say, south wind, I would hug the south shore if I have a southeast wind. Hug the south shore and then take the east shore up to the entrance there to avoid most of the issues. If the wind was coming from the west, I'm most likely going to hug the west shore and then cut across the top end if it's coming from the northwest. So that's where it's really handy for planning purposes and whatnot. Now, this app also gives you all the different weather stations that you could check. I know for some people, for work purposes and stuff, weather stations are important. I know I use them for certain reasons. If you wanted to pay for this and go into pro mode, Pro mode offers a heck of a lot more: compare modes, atmospheric fronts, weather models of all sorts. I'm just not paying $52 a year for this. Rather look out the window, it's free. But that's basically the gist of it all. You could pick your nearest spots, your hot spots, so it reviews everything. And you could save them, so then that way you could just one click away. But that's about it. So yeah, thanks for watching. One more review video to come, and the next one is a big exciting one. It's the must-have app for any fishing lover or enthusiast, so be sure to check in for that one. But for now, thanks for watching, stay safe, and hopefully we could get out there soon and see you on a real adventure. Peace.